Hello and welcome back class 8 students. Today we are going to start chapter 12 of your textbook, which is electric current and circuits. Chapter at a glance. Conductors and insulators, applications of electrolysis, electroplating. Engage. Which of the following objects will allow electricity to pass through them? Put a tick in the check boxes against them. तो इन सब पिक्चर्स में ऐसा कौन सा मटेरियल दिया गया है जिसमें से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास हो सकती है? जिस मटेरियल से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास हो सकती है उनके सामने टिक लगाना है. Do it yourself. Many a times we have experienced that our elders stop us from touching any electric appliances with wet hands or without wearing slippers. This is due to the fact that our body becomes good conductor of electricity when it is wet. So we should avoid this. We have already learned that the materials which allow electric current to pass through them are called good conductors of electricity. Pure water is a poor conductor of electricity, but the water we get at home, either tap water or well water, is not pure. It contains a lot of impurities in the form of dissolved salts. These impurities make water a good conductor of electricity. So don't touch the electrical appliances with wet hands, otherwise if there is any leakage of current in the handle or body of the item you touch, the current will pass through your body into the ground. Once this circuit is completed, you will receive a serious and possibly fatal electric shock. तो हमने हमेशा देखा है कि हमें इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस को छूने से मना किया जाता है क्योंकि कुछ ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जिनमें से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास ऑन हो सकती है और उन्हें गुड कंडक्टर्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कहा जाता है. तो ऐसी चीजों को नहीं छूना चाहिए अगर उनमें से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास हो रही हो. तो प्योर वाटर जो है वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का गुड कंडक्टर नहीं होता, वो पुअर कंडक्टर होता है, इसलिए उसके अंदर से कोई इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास नहीं हो सकती. On the other hand, materials which do not allow electric current to pass through them easily are called poor conductors of electricity. Electrical current will not flow unless it has a complete path circuit that returns to its source, battery, transformer. तो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट तब तक फ्लो नहीं होता जब तक कि उसका पूरा पाथ कंप्लीट नहीं होता. तो उसमें बैटरी होनी चाहिए, ट्रांसफार्मर होना चाहिए और एक इलेक्ट्रिक करंट के लिए सोर्स होना चाहिए. Current can harm us when it flows through our body. Electric shock and can cause burns, physical injuries, broken bones, falls, muscle damage, etc. Nervous system effects. तो अगर हमें इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक लगता है तो उसके रिजल्ट्स अच्छे नहीं होते, इसलिए इलेक्ट्रिक करंट से संभल के रहना चाहिए. कंडक्टर्स एंड इंसुलेटर्स. कंडक्टर्स एंड इंसुलेटर्स क्या होते हैं? We have already learned that different materials behave differently as far as the flow of electricity through them is concerned. Materials which allow electricity to flow through them are called conductors and materials which do not allow electricity to flow through them easily are called insulators. Conductors and insulators are required to save our devices from the harmful and dangerous effects that can result from the flow of electricity through them. सो कंडक्टर्स वो होते हैं जो कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के गुड कंडक्टर्स होते हैं, यानी कि जिसमें से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास हो सकती है, और इंसुलेटर्स वो होते हैं जिनमें से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास नहीं हो सकती. डू लिक्विड्स कंडक्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी? प्योर वाटर इज अ बैड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, बट द वाटर दैट वी यूज इन आवर हाउसेज इज नॉट प्योर वाटर. Tap water contains a lot of impurities. The presence of even a small amount of impurity makes water a good conductor of electricity. Conduction of electricity in water depends on the presence or absence of salts dissolved in it. Distilled water is free of all types of salts and hence does not conduct electricity. Tap water, however, contains a small amount of salt dissolved in it. This makes tap water a conductor of electricity. That is why we get a shock when we touch an electric appliance with wet hands. You may use LED in place of electric bulb in any circuit. LED glows even when a weak electric current flows through it. There are two terminals of an LED. One terminal is longer than the other. The longer terminal is a positive terminal of the LED and is connected to a positive terminal of the battery. The shorter terminal is the negative terminal of the LED and is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. LEDs are available in different colors such as red, yellow, green. The colored light that you see in retail stores, stages, bridges and in the keypads of mobile phones are all LEDs, light emitting diodes. In this image, you can see LEDs, light emitting diodes. Chemical effects of current. Current के chemical effects क्या-क्या होते हैं? The phenomenon of causing chemical changes by passing electricity is called chemical effect of current. In this phenomenon, electric energy is converted into chemical energy. Electric pen. Let us do a simple activity to see how an electric pen can be set up and used for writing purposes. Electrolysis. The word electrolysis means breaking up by the action of electricity. It may be defined as follows. The production of a chemical reaction by passing an electric current through an electrolyte is called electrolysis. Figure shows how an electrolytic cell works. We dip two plates or rods made up of conducting material like graphite and copper etc. in the liquid called the electrolyte. These plates are called electrode. One of them is called the cathode, connected to the negative terminal of the cell, and the other one is called anode, connected to the positive terminal of the cell. The ends of the two electrodes are connected to a cell battery. When we switch on the electric current, the electrolyte dissociates into positive ions and negative ions. The positive ions, called the cations, move towards the cathode, and the negative ions, called anions, move towards the anode. Here in this picture, we can see components of an electrolytic cell. At the cathode, the cations take up electrons and become neutral. The anions move to the anode and give up electrons. Applications of electrolysis. The principle of electrolysis is used in the following process. जो भी इस electrolysis के principle का use कई सारे अलग-अलग processes में किया जाता है. Let's see. Manufacture of industrial chemical. Many chemicals which are used in industry in large quantities are prepared by electrolytic method. Sodium hydroxide, NaOH and chlorine gas are prepared by the electrolysis of brine 20% common salt solution. Hydrogen gas is prepared by the electrolysis of acidified water or 20% NaOH solution. Oxygen is obtained as a byproduct. Tech Talk. Researchers have generated a new type of electric current that's superconductive, also known as supercurrent, which means it can travel through a material without losing any energy, and they have already managed to send this new supercurrent across a record-breaking distance of 600 nanometers. Extraction of metals. More electropositive metals such as sodium Na, potassium K, calcium Ca and magnesium Mg, aluminium Al, etc. cannot be obtained by carbon reduction process. These metals can be obtained by the electrolysis of their molten chlorides, hydroxides or oxides. Electroplating. Refining of metals, electrorefining. Now we will study about electroplating and electrorefining in detail. Electroplating. The process of depositing a thin layer of a metal or any conducting substance by the process of electrorefining. The metals obtained by chemical reduction methods generally contain many impurities. Such metals can be refined very easily by electrolysis method. The method of refining metals by using electricity is called electrorefining. This method can be used to purify metals such as copper, zinc, gold, nickel, aluminium and silver, etc. Let us understand this method by an experiment. Uses of electroplating. For decoration processes, silver or gold plating of brassware was. For preventing corrosion, iron objects can be protected by electroplating it with nickel. A coating of zinc or iron also protects it from the corrosion and the formation of rust. Brass objects such as bathroom fittings etc. are electroplated with chromium. Chromium has a shiny appearance. It resists scratches. However, chromium is expensive and it may not be economical to make the whole object out of chromium. So the object is made from cheaper metal and only a coating of chromium over it is deposited. The branch of science that deals with the interrelation of chemical phenomena with electricity is called electrochemistry. For chromium plating is done on many objects such as car parts, bath taps, bicycle handlebars, wheel rims, metal railings, etc. to give it a shiny appearance. For electroplating, iron cans. Iron cans are electroplated with tin to store food. Electroplating iron cans with tin prevents the food to come into direct contact with iron and thus protects the food from getting spoiled. Moral learned. Electricity obtained from solar or wind power means less use of fossil fuels. These resources are not unlimited or renewable. The faster they are used and the more electricity that is consumed, the quicker they will be depleted. So use these resources wisely. Recapitulation. The passage of electric current through substances is called conduction. Materials that do not allow electric current to flow through them are called insulators. We should not touch any electrical appliances with wet hands. We can make electric pen by using suitable combination of materials. The process by which liquid decompose into ions is called electrolysis. We galvanize iron sheet by coating them with a layer of zinc. Thank you class. Let's meet again next time in next chapter.